This is Ken Smith reminding you it happened today, September 2nd. But the year was 1192, and the Sultan, Saladin, and King Richard the Lionheart of England sign a treaty over Jerusalem, ending the Third Crusade, 1192. It was on this day that the last Julian calendar day was celebrated in Great Britain and in the British colonies in America. They wanted to synchronize everything now to the Gregorian calendar, which skipped 11 days in order to coordinate to the new calendar, 1752. It was on this day, September massacres, as they were called in the French Revolution, where rampaging mobs slaughtered more than 200 clergy. 1792. It was on this day, 1864, Union General William Sherman captures and burns Atlanta. The city was burned to the ground on this day, 1864. The first machine gun used in battle happened on this day, 1898. It was on this day Theodore Roosevelt advises speak softly and carry a big stick. That same year, the first non-stop airplane flight from Europe to the U.S. took 37 hours, 1901. It was 1935. It's called the Labor Day Hurricanes. Makes final landfall in Florida, killing 423 people, the strongest and most intense hurricane ever to make landfall in the United States up until 1935. It was on this day that Anne Frank, who wrote a diary documenting her experiences in the Holocaust, was sent to Auschwitz, the concentration camp, 1944. It was on this day, VJ Day, Victory over Japan Day, the formal surrender of Japan aboard the U.S. Missouri, marking the end of World War II, 1945. It was on this day that Alabama Governor George Wallace prevents integration at the Tuskegee High School, 1963. On this day, CBS and NBC expands their network news from 15 to 30 minutes, 1963. It was on this day one of the great anticlimaxes in sports. The 43-year-old transsexual Renee Richards, who fought for over a year for the right to play in a major event, is beaten 6-1, then 6-4 by Wimbledon champion Virginia Wade at the U.S. Open. The year 1977. It was on this day Jerry Lewis conducted his 20th muscular dystrophy telethon, raising $33,100,000. That telethon was televised for 24 hours a day on Labor Day, on those weekends, beginning in 1966 and running through 2009. The telethon would broadcast for up to 21 and a half hours, starting on Sunday evening preceding Labor Day and continuing until late Monday afternoon. It would continue for 43 Labor Days. Lewis would die in 2017 at the age of 91. It was on this day Al Sharpton leads a civil rights march through Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, 1989. It was on this day a decades-long ban on veiled female news presenters is lifted from the state television in Egypt, 2012. There was a major fire on this day at the National Museum in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. What was destroyed? 20 million artifacts, 2018. Well, those are events that happened in the past, some of them good news, some of them bad news, some of them quite confusing. But behind it all is the good news that this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is Ken Smith reminding you it happened today, September 2nd.